It's a revolution. It's a revolution.
Alright, what's going on guys? It's Stubbs here. Welcome back to another video. So, today I want to talk a little bit about some stuff that has, of course, it's raining Forza Horizon 2. It literally just started raining as soon as I started the video. Anyway, that means that we can slide this E-Class a little bit easier. Holy shit, keep this on the road. Alright, so I want to talk a little bit about some stuff that I've noticed recently. So, as you guys know, Forza Horizon 2 has a new car pack that has been released for it, which is the IGN car pack, with a few cars that, honestly, I don't give a shit about. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because people usually say that, like, turn 10 or whatever, they're usually like, I don't know, like, money hungry, or they're just doing, like, loads of stuff just to get some money out of it and stuff like that. So I honestly don't think that's the case, because if they did that, then they'd actually listen to the community and you know, put cars in the game that we want. Us, the community, us, the people that play their game, want in the game. There's so many cars in the car packs that, like, not even just the most recent one, but like in, like, all the car packs that we just, I honestly don't give a shit about. And like, the Porsche car pack was actually one of my favorite car packs because, you know, it's stuff that, like, isn't actually in the game. A lot of people wanted Porsche to be in the game, of course, because you know, we don't really have the option to have Porsche in Forza or Gran Turismo too often because of the licensing that EA has with them, and you know, they usually have Porsche in Need for Speed games only, and that's pretty much it. So having that car pack is actually something cool, something a little bit different. But when they add these sort of cars, for example, like the most recent car pack, right? Let's talk a little bit about that. They added a Nissan Juke, right? It's probably like a Nissan Juke or some bullshit. What the fuck wants that? Why is that in the game? Why do we need that? Why is there not, for example, an S14 in the game? Why is that not an option? Like, why can't we just choose what sort of cars we can have in the game instead of them bringing us cars that we don't really give a shit about? You know, I'm not even gonna be bothered buying the new car pack. Also, the whole season pass thing, what the fuck is up with that? Since when does a season pass that allows you to get the DLC for, well, it's not even for free, but you pay for the pass at the start of the year, which is like €50 or $50 or whatever, and then you only get some DLCs for free? And I think it's like, is it 5 or 6 months? I think it's like 6 months, maybe, yeah, around 6 months worth of DLC for free, right? So if you multiply that by €5, which is how much all the cars cost, that's only 30. That's €30 or $30. That's pretty much a rip-off. I can buy the car packs, which are like 4 or 5 cars at a time, for less than me buying the season pass. So then what's the point of getting a season pass? You don't get the packs early, you don't get them. It's the exact same. You just don't have to pay for them on the day, and you paid before more. I don't understand how that works, because like, a season pass should go all year round. Like, you get the game and you get all the DLCs for free. That's what Call of Duty had before. In the past, that's what I think Premium had for Battlefield. You know, pay extra €50 or whatever, or $50, and you get all the car passes, or sorry, all the DLCs, everything for free. Well, it's not really for free, but you get what I mean. Like, you don't have to pay for it again once you get the car pass. So I don't understand what the whole deal is with that. Then, of course, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about, like, the game itself. I love the game. I love Forza Horizon 2. It's actually one of my favorite games ever because it is so fun to play. I always go back to it and play it. But it pisses me off when these developers, they just don't listen to the community. And, like, it just sparked in my head recently because I've been looking up a lot more information about the new Need for Speed coming out, and I'm like, holy shit. You know, there's a lot of really cool stuff in this game, a lot of customization, a lot of stuff that we wanted in Need for Speed. Of course, they've been bringing out lots of different types of Need for Speeds, you know, Need for Speed Rivals, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit or whatever, and people just didn't really care for them. They played the game until they finished it or something like that. You know, the people that are like advent Need for Speed like players, and then they just don't play the game anymore. We needed something like Underground 2, because that is one of the best games that I've played. ever. And then of course it's one of the games that had a lot of customization. Of course Most Wanted did as well, and of course Carbon did as well, but it's one of the games that we had so much customization in, and it was just so much fun to play that they needed to go back to it. And they listened to the community. We all kept bitching and complaining about it, that they should do it, and they finally did it, and everybody's happy. Now I'm not entirely sure how the game's gonna be like, the new Need for Speed, but they're actually listening to the community, and they're actually bringing out, you know, content that we want to see. So why don't more game developers do this? Why don't you guys listen to the community? Why don't you guys like pay attention to what we say? When we bitch and complain about something, it's because we want it in the game. And then I see people saying that, you know, Turn 10 or whatever are money hungry, or all they want is money because they keep bringing out all these DLCs and they charge money for it. I don't think that's true, because they bring out DLCs that people don't want. They bring out cars for the game that people actually don't give a shit about. So if they were actually money hungry, they'd listen to the community and actually pay attention to what we want, and then bring out the content that we actually want to get. So honestly, it's quite the opposite, and I would happily pay for cars that I want in the game. I'd happily do it. I don't care about season pass or anything. I'd happily pay for the cars to be in the game. But like, if they keep releasing cars that nobody gives a shit about, and you guys are just like doing this just so you can, I don't know, just release a DLC, and you guys are listening to people that are not in the community, or like people that are, and by the community I mean by the people that play your game. So I don't know, I feel like more developers need to pay attention to the group of people that actually play their game, I think. And that's pretty much where this rant has gone. I'm sorry if I sounded like I'm getting pissed off at the game. I'm not getting pissed off at the game, and I'm not getting pissed off at any developer in, you know, specifically. I know I'm sort of sounding like I am getting pissed off at Turn 10 and stuff like that, but I'm not. And it's not just Turn 10, it's just that, you know, since I've seen a lot of stuff on Need for Speed, it's just, it shows that they've been listening to the communities. It shows that they've been, you know, actually paying attention to what's going on, and I feel that more developers should actually do this. And that's pretty much where the whole point of this is gone. Again, same with Project Cars, same with everything else. They just need to work on the game, listen to what we want in the game, and you guys can make a good game. That's my thing. That's the only thing that I want to say. And I feel like that's a problem with a lot of people. Like, a lot of people want to go back to the old school Call of Duty, maybe Call of Duty 4, stuff like that. If they re-released Call of Duty 4, which I think I know because they don't have the same sort of team that they had, you know, the same like old Infinity Ward team that they had previously when they made Call of Duty 4, that they might not be able to do it. But at least tell us, right? At least tell us that you can't do it. It's just impossible to do. But I highly doubt that, because all you have to do is just either just re-release the game, and I don't know, I'll pay like an extra like $10 or €10 or €15 or whatever for the game. Of course, don't charge 60 because it's not a brand new game. I can just go play it on my PlayStation 3 right now. It's just, it won't have that many people playing on it. But don't re-release the game with like full price. Like, bring it out. People will actually end up paying for it. It's not something very difficult to do. I don't understand why that's a difficult task, you know, for them to bring out Call of Duty 4 again. Just try set up some servers for it, and then a lot of people are gonna play it. Trust me, there's so many people that want to play Call of Duty 4 or Modern Warfare 2, something like that. I don't know, but bring it out, and you guys will see it. So that's pretty much it for this video. It sort of sounded like it's a rant. That actually it annoys me that I sounded like I was ranting and I was getting pissed off at something, and I don't really like doing commentaries like this. That's why they're usually quite rare on the channel. But yeah, pretty much just developers, please listen to the community. I mean, I don't see why you shouldn't. Like the people that play your games, they'd pay for the stuff that we want in the game. You know, that's the whole thing. If you bring out content that we don't give a shit about, we won't buy it. You know, you'll get these mindless idiots that are gonna pay some money for it, but that's pretty much it. Like, people that actually enjoy your games, people that actually enjoy spending time playing the games that you bring out, make those people happy, release the content that they want to see, and they'll actually spend even more money on the game. So it's just basically a very simple business strategy that I don't see why developers don't take advantage of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. I think I've said that's pretty much it like 4 or 5 times already in this video. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. please tell me, like, talk to me in the comments down below. I definitely want to listen to you guys. What do you guys want to see in Forza Horizon 2? I know that this is a game that I'd love to go back on, so I'm interested in seeing, like, what sort of cars would you guys like to see in Forza Horizon 2? What sort of games would you guys like to have remastered? What sort of content would you guys want to have released for whatever game you guys play? Because I know that there's a lot of you that don't just play racing games, that play a lot of different types of games. For example, like myself, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, so I'd love to have some old school Call of Duty action, you know, coming back, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing. But yeah, again, thank you for watching today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.